Hi there, gender nonconforming individuals, sufferers from gender dysphoria, bi-gender people, genderqueer people, allies, haters, trolls, all of you people, happy Tuesday. It's actually Tuesday evening, and this week's topic is what do I think of the new release of version 7 of the WPATH Standards of Care for Transgender Individuals. Well, I'll be honest, it's a little over 100 pages, and I've only really just begun reading it properly. And so I'm going to have a little bit more meaningful stuff to say over the next few days on my personal channel, I think, because I really can only speak in a very general sense at this time. I will say that what I'm seeing so far is a radical departure from previous versions. And so far I like what I see. I mean, it makes it a lot easier for people to get help taking care of gender transition and gender nonconformity and related issues from a psychological and holistic health care point of view compared with version 6, which was actually pretty good, honestly. And I think it's going to help a lot of people in a lot of ways. I'm really thrilled to see it. Now, truth of the matter is that if you don't have a really amazing healthcare plan, you're probably going to find that it's a lot cheaper to take care of a lot of this stuff on the black market or the gray market as opposed to going through proper channels anyway. However, the roadblocks seem to be dramatically lessened. It seems like it's going to be a lot easier to take care of certain surgical interventions. It's going to be a lot easier to get hormones if that's what you're after. It's going to be a lot easier to deal with the whole process. And they have apparently utterly removed any sense of pathology from being transgender. That is fantastic. And I know that some gender variant individuals were a little bit concerned about that because the idea of it being considered a pathology was actually their only hope for getting some kind of, insurance care, that sort of thing. But very few insurance plans are in any way helpful for transgender individuals, or at least in any meaningful way. I mean, I have a large, very well-known insurance carrier, well-respected, and they're not a lot of help, to be honest. I mean, honestly, I get my stuff however I can get it. Because, yes, my doctor writes whatever prescriptions I need written. But if I go to Walgreens and the pharmacy wants $111 for 2.5 weeks worth of product X, and I can get product X 40 weeks worth from New Zealand after shipping for 120 something, well, guess what? I mean, some of these things are really straightforward, and unless you are made of dough, which trans people are generally not, then, you do what you got to do, That's what I'm saying. But I am delighted with what I see so far, glad to see a significant change in how we are viewed and how the treatment path for those who wish to seek different forms of treatment is being altered. One section I have not had an opportunity to really read up on at all is how children and adolescents are going to be treated, and I look forward to really digging into that because I was very much impressed with how version 6 approached children and adolescents, and I betcha that version 7 is going to be even much better. But for adults, it looks like we're switching to a more informed consent model, and it looks like there's going to be a whole lot less expense involved in the whole process, and you'll have to deal with a lot fewer people. So, until I have a little bit more to say on it, let's just say, way to go, WPATH. We were concerned about where y'all were going to go, but it looks like you may have made some good calls here. Happy Tuesday and peace.